What's up, y'all? Pop those pinkies. Hi-ya! I have a little privacy right now in my rad van. So much going on right now, but I decided to ninja flip over to Dollar Tree to get some eggs, and they didn't have any eggs, so I got some goodies. Goodies. All right, so let's just go. So here we go. So as you can see, all this reflective, I have it all over my van. I've got some soundproof goodies, little sticky widgies right here. Odele, woo. I'm riding my bike, yeah, I'm riding my bike, oh yeah. See, that ninja could still hear me over there. But we're getting beetle pine, and we're gonna stain it, and we're gonna gloss it. I got the floors done. Give me some hearts if you wanna see the floors, y'all. I'll show you the floors right now. Even though I have this cool setup with this like MacGyver magnet, I will take it off and I will show you the floors. Okay, here we go. Check this out. Yeah! Check out the floors, y'all. Look at how beautiful that is. Ooh! This van was beat up, y'all. Look how nice this is. And me and my rad friend Mike did it. And so we got reflectives all over here. And then we're gonna put beetle pine all right here. And then I custom made, watch, I'll put it up right now. I custom made a reflective sunshade. And what I can do is I can get some fabric and some magnets, because this makes a difference big time, y'all. Check this out. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna put it up. And I'm making videos, y'all. I'll throw them on YouTube and stuff. I'm making videos. Let's see. It makes a huge difference because I have like the best AC. It's like ice cold. So look what this does. So I'm gonna put some fabric here. And these are like 60 bucks if you buy them, like you gotta make them and all that. Or if you just wanna buy them, but look how good that is, no light. So what I did was, so I'm gonna put some fabric and some magnets there, and I can already tell the difference. So let me show you what we got going on here. The lighting's even better. And then I'm working on a max fan. We're gonna karate chop some of the ceiling out and put a skylight and then a max air condition at the top. And and we already have these custom drawers, D-R-A-W-E, drawers. And I'm gonna put 2 battle batteries in the back. I can charge my bike. I could use my blender, my juicer. So this is coming along. So, and it's all like on a budget. It's either like, I've had quite a few trips at Home Depot and Lowe's, but I'm trying to get stuff that's recycled. And we're doing Michael's van at the same time. So recycled, look at this. I got these at the dollar store. What? Look at these. So I haven't opened these up yet. Good, they don't smell chemically. They're a lot thinner. These are cheapies. These are definitely cheapies compared to this Reflectix. Listen to this. And that's really, really thick. That's like insulation and heat, because my van is black, and I've actually been touching it up with the truck bed liner. So, but this is much higher end. You can get a roll of 2, and I'm learning all measurements and carpenter skills. You can get 2 feet by 45 foot roll for like 48 bucks. It's 50, but I'm trying to get them for $10 a pop, like on Craigslist, offer up, 5 miles, Facebook Marketplace, all the cool ones. And so I'm kind of waiting. And I call everything an ingredient. This is an ingredient. Every material is an ingredient to me. And so this one big rad project of a van is like a giant recipe. And so you can't create your recipe. You can't enjoy your recipe until you have the ingredients and then throw some love into it, and then you can enjoy what it is that you're creating. And so when you're doing it on a budget, you get ingredient here, ingredient here, and so you kind of have to manifest itty bitty as you go. And so that's what I'm trying to do, if that made any sense. So these are kind of cheapies, but these are for the side windows. So I'm going to measure it with carpenter paper. So these, whoa, this looks like a big pair of sunglasses. Look at this, looks like a big pair of sunglasses. Let's see how it looks in the mirror. Also, so it's not insulated at all, but they're $1, yo. They're $1, yo. So I think I can eyeball it right here. So I might have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to do some serious. They're not, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. Maybe I'll double fold them. I'll make them work. In fact, that's what I'll do. I'll flip them like this. Boom. Now I have 2 in 1, and it will fit the passenger window. And then what I'm going to do is get some blackout curtains. Black van and then blackout curtains, because this will still work. This is for heat. So you can cover this in a canvas, in a hemp canvas, or a blackout canvas. Hopefully I can get some for free. And then what you can do, you can either stitch it, or you can get this really cool glue and heat it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put magnet right here, a magnet right here, and a magnet right here on all 4 corners, and then keep, like, there's these little micro magnets, because it's either metal or steel, I don't know which one it is, around all of your windows. And then when I want to chill in here as stealth, or I'm gonna go play, you know, and do interviews, or go meet a rockin' rad star, or go nude bathing in a creek somewhere, I don't want anybody to know that nobody's in here. Or if I'm just sleeping, I just go like this. I grab it, and then I go like this. Whoop, whoop, and it clips. So then it will be totally blacked out in here. So $1 a piece. That is legit. I'm actually pretty happy with that, because, especially with this stuff, because what you do is you get the carpenter paper and then you go all the way around, because the ones that they sell, they have like a rearview mirror and then light gets in, and then it's not like the exact dimensions. So if you get bundles of this, you can make your own, and I'm gonna do the exact magnet and canvas to my large one. So I can already tell it's a lot less hot in here. So I got 2 of those. So this is from Driver's Choice. It's a car sunshade, 24 inches by 50 inches. $1, so $2. $2, you can't beat that. Then I got $1 car charger thing. $1. I have one right there. It's white. I'm really leaning into black. I've, you know, probably for the last 2 years, maybe halfway through my celibacy and sobriety, I like to wear things the uniform. Like, you know, I do like to get creative and wear like rainbow boas and, you know, pink chonies, stuff like that. But my everyday stuff, I like dark colors, like this face mask right here. This is one of my headbands, but I created it into a face mat. What? So it's like dark, but it's got like this nice gray pewter charcoal to it. So for $1, you know, I can have the white one as a spare, just in case this one doesn't work. And this is a 2.1 amp. The other one was a 1 amp. So I don't know the difference. I just went for the greater one. I think this one will probably work better for iPhones. So I'm gonna use this one because it's black. And I've got some aluminum chrome I'm gonna put right here where the floor hits the rubber. We've got aluminum edging for all of the cabinetry. We've got aluminum chrome for the step-ups right here. It's gonna look so rad. So I got that for $1. So that's $3 so far. Now, I created this new thing and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. It's called Speak to the Hand. Speak to the Hand. And it's my way of getting my thoughts out, my ideas and my opinions in a very quick way. There's no video editing, there's no shooting, there's no prepping. If I have an idea, it could be about politics, it could be about sexuality, it could be about a trending topic that everybody's talking about, maybe some buzz stuff. You know, whatever it is that's on my mind, I literally am just grabbing a pen and writing onto my hand. I'm going, hi-ya! And I'm doing that. So I have learned a lot in the last week is that all pens are not the same. And I gotta keep this hand clean. See how there's a bunch of remnants of just ideas there? So I Googled, see, here's the thing. This is where technology is pretty rad. So I Googled and I found out a way to take ink off of your hand. And it's wild that I'm doing this because my daughter and also I remember my sister back in the 80s would always write all over their hand. and it used to like trigger me. And I think it triggered me because my dad used to get upset with my sister. And then so when my daughter would do it, it would upset me, but I wouldn't upset me to the length that it would upset my dad. But I'm like, what are you doing? You know, I would have fun with it. And now I'm writing on my hand and it's fun. And you can get your idea out. You don't have to whip out, you know, your iPad, your phone, make a voice memo or a video. You literally just write on your hand and then boom, and I take a photo of it and then I post it online. So what I'm finding is that not all pens are the same. So what I did is I got 4 different kinds of pens. I got, boom, these Bics, because I'm going to be using these a lot. And when you write into your skin, it stops writing it. And here's the thing, I've never had good penmanship. You know, I could never write in cursive. Again, I failed first grade. I was dyslexic. I had a speech impediment. I wrote backwards. And so this way, like, I'm not, what I write and what I rename things, when I always say I unlearn things, if this is called a piece of paper and it looks to me like a canvas, I'm going to call it a canvas, even though if it's called paper. So I don't call what people call things unless it makes sense to me. So I rename things all the time. I make up things all the time, and it's creative, and it creates this big muscle that I have in here working, you know, and optimizing it. And so when I write on my hand, I'm not writing an essay, I'm not taking a test, but I can get my idea out and just ninja flip it right onto my hand, and it's like boom, and it's done. I don't have to pay attention to, like, you know, if it reads, if I can read it on my hand, then I'm gonna share it with you all, and I'm gonna go, hi-ya! So if you can see all this remnants, because I've done like 10 of them, I need a bunch of pens. So I'm gonna try these. These are Bics, and I got all these for $1. I got these. I got the ink clip clicks. So these were $1. You know, like at Walmart or Staples or Office Max, you know they're gonna get you like for 4 or 5 a piece right here, like $4 for these. So boom. And I always kind of like to go a little extreme, so I bought another kind. These are called Smooth Black. CeeLo. These are ballpoint pens, and I think I'm gonna learn very quickly what works best on the skin. Is it a free-flowing pen? Is it a ballpoint pen? Because when I'm realizing when I'm writing something, sometimes it stops and I have to get a piece of paper and then scribble on the piece of paper, and then it writes a little bit. But so there's 3, and then I got a 4th kind. These were $1. These are Pro Max retractable pens. So check those out. So hopefully I have a winner in one of these 4. I only really need 1, you know, and then I'll keep them in my backpack. Like, I'm not gonna, like, that's the thing. This van is, like, I have so many ideas, y'all. And this is 1.0. I'm probably going to get because this can be a hauler. I'm not gonna go into all of my ideas, but I'm probably gonna keep this van, but then I'll get a Sprinter and it'll be my van 2.0. And then 5, 6, 7 years when Tesla gets a van, that will be my go-to van. So anything like extra personal stuff, again, I don't own that many things. I can keep my stuff in here. So hopefully I will find today which pen works best. I will keep that one in my pocket, and then I will have all the backups. So then the problem is, okay, now, so hopefully I've troubleshooted that and I can find an optimal pen. They can help me get my creative juices, my creative ideas on my hand, share them with you, and it takes 5 minutes. Like, for the last 3 years, I've looked at all different types of mediums, different types of content, all of this stuff, and it has taken so much time. And, you know, and I've been censored. It's more hard to get censored in a photo. Yeah, I use curse words sometimes. Yeah, I use keywords that will trigger and could get censored. But I think if I just take, it doesn't matter. I've never done it for the views. I've never done it for the likes. I've never done it for clout. I've never done it for popularity. But if I showed you on my phone, I can't right now, I literally have hundreds of ideas or hundreds of voice memos to myself. You know, like when you're in the shower, like, oh, that's a great idea. But now I just put it on my hand and then speak to the hand. So with all of this pen on my hand, of course, I use technology, this beautiful computer that I am using to connect with all of you. how do I get ink off of my hand? And there's two things. The first one, and I love the color of this branding. I don't know if you all know, but 11 years, social media, web design, graphic design. I really like colors. I like product placement. I like branding. And I think this is really, really cool. And hairspray, $1 hairspray at Dollar Tree will help me get this off my hand. I think this was the number 2 option. The first number 1 option to get pen off of your hand is this stuff. This is Swan nail polish. So now, in fact, I'm going to try it right now. I'm going to try the nail polish first. So I got these for $1. These are like little wet wipes, but mini wet wipes, dry wipes. These are cotton rounds. So I'm going to take a cotton round and I'm going to put a little dabby dab of the nail polish. I only want to use one. So look, see how you can see just the remnants of the ink? And when I'm having a hard time figuring out an optimal pen, I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what the penmanship looks like, as long as I can read it, and then boom. But I want it to be able to pop, because your hands are actually kind of veiny, especially if you're in the proper light or if you're not in the proper light. If you're in the sun, depending if it's direct sunlight, your hands get really, really veiny. And I never even knew that. So I'm like falling in love with my hand because I'm engaged with my hand. I'm looking at my hand, I'm seeing the imprints, I'm seeing the blemishes, and so I'm like, man, I didn't know my hand looked like that, because I've been looking at it for 2 days. So here we go. So I'm gonna use this nail polish. See, this is $1. When I bet you regular nail polish, like $2, $3 nail polish, probably has a little sticky that you ninja flip up. But this goes straight up. So here we go. So this is before. See, there's some text there. There's that big G right there. So let's go. I'm gonna fold this in half so it's a little thicker, and then I'm gonna put some nail polish. And then I have, look, because I touched up my paint. See the black paint on my digits right there? Because I touched up my paint on the exterior of my van. So maybe we'll get that out too. But they did say hairspray works good. So there we go. Okay, it definitely cleaned by hand, but it's not like a magic eraser. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? After, okay, yeah, that does work, y'all. That totally works. Again, I've been writing on my hands so much, and I've been cleaning my hands a lot, but when you put ink in your skin, and I don't know, in fact, I know it's probably not the healthiest to be putting ink, chemicals in my skin, because your skin is your largest organ. But that did work. See? But I still want to try this hairspray. Do you all know from like 3rd grade to like 8th grade, I used to put so much hairspray in my hair because I wanted to be like the Zach Morris, the Vanilla Ice, and I would have it looked like I had helmet hair. I'd have like the waft right here, and I would just, or I would use the mousse, right? And then my sister had hair up to here. My sister's hair were like bangs right here. One time at a 4th of July party, she was like in 7th grade, and she had like 5 friends over, and we were doing bottle rockets, and my dad was playing. They were on the pool, and they let off a bottle rocket, and it got stuck in my sister's hair, one of my sister's friends' hair, and it got stuck, and it's like, because there was so much bangs and so much hair. Someone pushed them in the pool, and then it went boop. But hairspray, I haven't worn hairspray in at least 30 years. So let's see if this works. So there's still a little bit remnants. Whoa, that actually, that burns, kind of. Where's my thing? You know what? The hairspray works better. That's wicked. That's so wicked. That's a clean hand now, right? So the only thing is, with my lifestyle now, is everything has to be compact. Everything has to be like travel, like my shorts, they're black. I used to have 2 of them, but the button pop. But look at all of my stuff. Like here's all my change, my iPod's in this pocket right here. I have this Velcro right here. I have these pockets, same thing. I have everything. These are like, seriously, like cubby drawers. And I wear, when I'm out playing, I wear nothing but these shorts. If I go shoot hoops, I throw some other shorts on. And if I'm just chillaxing, relaxing, I like private space, I'll throw some more not so compressed type shorts. But everything has to be compressed. You know, if I only own 100 items, that 100 items like this hairspray, it works, but it's a little bit elongated. I just love the coloring. And this is a tool now because I'm, you know, I can get my ideas out, speak to the hand, and then go ninja flip and go do something, go serve someone, rather than, I mean, I've averaged, this is crazy, I don't think I've even talked about this, I've averaged every single day like 13 hours a day on social media for like almost 4 years, and that's insane. I used to average that amount of time per day, but I would do them on client work, and I'd be getting paid tens of thousands of dollars. Now that doesn't interest me, money doesn't interest me, but you know, moderating the group, adminning the group, curating the group, you know, just stuff like that takes a lot of time. And so this speak to the hand is so much easier for me. So this is a tool. I wish it was like this size because I have a really rad toiletry bag. So I wish it was like this size. Now this is cool, and this is really weird. This is just my brain. I wish this container was black, and then the red would pop a little bit more. The cap is black, and I wish it had a little bit of that little metal metallic little flap, because it seems, but you know, these are only $1. It seems like this would evaporate a little bit quicker. So those are some other items that I got. So 4 things of pens, 2 sunscreens that I'm gonna mod up, and then I'll have a total blacked out van, no windows, the AC is awesome. And then I have these. Now this is cool. So what I will do, see, look at that, see the height there? Now when you press them, look how much more space I have. So maybe I'll get like, maybe, oh, I know what I'll do. Maybe I'll get one of these, because this is awesome. I love this thing. I've had so many different kinds of these. The only problem is this is like too girthy for my bike, too girthy for the bottle holder. It has like a little mini me body holder, but I can find one. But I have to order online and order it online. Like I even canceled my Amazon just because I don't want to pay $119 and, you know, stuff doesn't get shipped for like 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm going to wait till all the Rona dies, the cooties gets away. And I don't think that's going to happen until like next year or whatever, or maybe till there's a vaccine. Then I might, you know, go back to Amazon Prime. But if I had Amazon Prime, I could buy, you know, a little thing that I can put on my bike. But this is awesome because I drink 2 of these every single day and I put a lemon each time. So this is compact. Super useful right there. I like how it has a big mouth so I can put my lemon juice in there. Boom. And it's thermos, so if it's hot or cold. And then it has this, which is a screw. Boom. It's got a small mouth that you can pop those pinkies. Hi-ya. But this is something that I have found that I will always have for the rest of my life. Hopefully this lasts for the rest of my life. But if somehow if it breaks, or I lose it, or it gets stolen, I know I will go buy another one of these. So I will always have one of these for the rest of my life. I only want between 50 to 100 items. So it would be cool if I found something like this, a lot skinnier, that I could put these in, and I could use it as maybe a multitask. Maybe I could use it for water or soups, dry it out. I don't know. I just want to find a smaller container. Or I can just find, maybe I'll have a cabinet full of toiletries, and maybe this is just fine. I'm probably going to go through one of these a month. So maybe, you know what, maybe I'll just buy 2 and just keep them in this and then put them in a toiletry bag, because I'm going to have cabinets in here as well. Ooh, look at those sweaty pits. Then the width between the tire bumps is a little bit less than 48 inches, so I can put a twin XL, and they have this thing by Lucid. It folds up into a couch and a chair, right? And it's I think 6 inches Lucid foam, so I could put it right here, right where this is at, right? And then I'm getting swivel chairs. So I'm gonna swivel these chairs out, so I could use it as a couch right here, I could use it as a chair right here, and then I could ninja flip it and then put it right in the middle as a full-length twin. And then if I wanted to use it as a hauler, put it back in a chair, put it in this corner, and I could put sheets of drywall, a couch, a lawnmower, whatever it is that I have, a canoe, my bike, whatever it is. So that's really, really cool. Now, I have been using rubber bands for wallets. I remember as a kid, I would like a 40, 50, $60 Calvin Klein or Tommy Hilfiger or Docker's wallet. And I think that is such a waste of resources and money. A lot of those wallets are made out of, animal skins. That's that's ridiculous. That shouldn't be done, and then you got to pay money for it. So I've been using rubber bands, but I found these for $1. These are like hair ties. So I'm thinking I can just use these for like little wraps. So I keep two separate things now. So I keep my money with the daily cards that I use or coupons. Boom, and it's a perfect. So my wallet is this little pocket. The pocket above my cargo pocket is exactly this width. But I've been using rubber bands, but I lost one because I've been trying to be really careful when I go to Lowe's and Home Depot not to touch stuff. And I got rushed and the rubber band ninja flipped and I can't find it. So I found these. It's black. So let's see if it fits. I think I'm going to have to double wrap it. So actually that's pretty good. That's not bad. So that's a wallet right there. Let's see if I could double wrap it. I probably will break it if I do this. Boom, look at that. That's $1 wallet. And look how many wallets I have. We didn't harm any animals. We didn't, touch paper money to go buy it. I mean, I'm touching paper money now, but look at that. That's 14 more wallets left. And then so what I do is I have other type of stuff, daily stuff. There's another insert pocket in these cargo pants inside the pocket. So then I have all of this stuff that I carry. And see, remember, in the boondocking lifestyle, the van lifing lifestyle, just the digital nomad style, I'm pretty much going to keep everything I own that's on me. It's not going to be a lot of stuff, or it might seem like it's a lot of stuff, but I'm just going to have a van or my Sprinter. Probably down the road, I will probably pick a middle state of the U.S. Who knows? Middle state of the U.S., wherever I'm at, and get a shipping a storage unit maybe for $60 or something, where I can keep stuff that I don't want to lose, keepsakes and stuff, but I keep this on me. So this is a perfect thing to use these on, just to wrap them up. I did have this idea. I'm thinking really hard, and this is a couple months. I still have about 13 more months of therapy through the VA, and so I have a lot more therapy, and so I'm trying to build these toys and tools where, I can still be creative and go meet a lot of rock and rad stars and, do that kind of stuff. But, I'm still going to be here for a while. But I was thinking it would be really cool to have a 40x8 shipping container by a river that would be attached to an ocean. And then I can have like a shanty, which would be an off-grid little boat. Like a tiny home boat, and then I would have a dock with my land on a river, and then I could go to the ocean, and then on the dock it would have my 40x8 tiny home shipping container, and then I would have this van, and then I would have all of my fruit and veg, my permaculture food forest there, chickens. I would drill a well. I would have solar. I'm putting solar on this, and so that gets off of the bureaucracy. You would really have a better shot of finding, your personal sovereignty, where you're not involved in any of the bureaucracy, and you would have more than enough to be of service to yourself and others just by what I explained. And so that's kind of what I'm creating right now. And I don't want to waste any resources. I don't want to have anything that I don't use daily. So look at that. That's $1 wallet at the dollar store. What? All right, almost done. It is getting a little hot in here. Boom, and I got 14 more left. Now, I got this rad brush for $1. Look at this. So I have another brush that I love that I actually purchased for my daughter, but somehow it's in my toiletry bag. And I like how compact this is. It would be really rad if this ninja flipped this way, so it would fold. I just love this color, y'all. This color is beyond rad. It's a little bit like, look at that. See how that fades? And then it has that little Tiger King action right there. And that pinkish purple right there, it's very close to the group brand colors. I'm almost thinking about, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the van. I don't even have a name for it yet. I don't know if I'm going to put Speak the Hand logo on there. I don't even know if I'm going to put like, you know, they got BBB, Better Business Bureau. I might put BDE, like Big Dick Energy. Something, I don't know, because I want it to be stealth, but I don't want to be harassed. Maybe I'll put my watermelon, you know, photo on there. I got to do something, but I like these colors. I really, really like these colors. And it helps me do my mohawk. And that's not that bad for $1 because these bristles are kind of cheap. Yo, my mohawk's gonna be between my butt cleave really soon. Look at that, look how long it's getting. Boom, so I got a rad brush. Look at that, I love that color. Love that color. Now I got some Armor All for $1. This is what I'm talking about. Do you see how compact this is? This is how I'd want that hairspray for my hand. This is what I like right here, and this is for $1. And this is just for me to, I'm gonna get a little steamer for detail action on Facebook. So I'm gonna steam out all the upholstery, all of the, what is that called? The console. I'm gonna get a nomadic freezer and fridge connected to my solar. I'm gonna have this called, it's called the altar. They use it in boating. It's like a post thing, and it has this table, like boom, boom, boom. But this I will use, so I'll probably have a little cubby hole for, you know, maintenance stuff for the car. And this I definitely got to use, but I'm gonna steam it all because this is a 2005 van. Originally wanted 20 or 3,500. I got it for 2,500. And you know, I'm so thankful for Michael. He's the one that reached out to me a couple months ago. He's like the best stylist, the best hair colorist ever in the entire galaxy. And he has a Sprinter van, and he is the jack of all creativity. He is such a craftsman. He's such a beautiful, beautiful person, and I'm so thankful that I have another man that is in a good space in his life, meaning he's had a lot of fun in his past life, and you know, he's very creative, and I consider myself very creative too, and I get to be myself. You know, I've had a hard time through my 41 years of on this planet of actually having real relationships with men. A lot of them always thought they were just too alpha. I never had to prove my alpha. I believe I'm probably more alpha than 99.9% of all men. So I don't act like I'm alpha, but then in return, all the way from like 3rd, 4th grade and up, you know, because of, you know, maybe how I use my hands, the way I talk, the way I cross my legs, the way I look, whatever it is, I've always got teased of maybe being gay or bi-curious, even by both my ex-wives. And so around Michael, I can just freely be myself. That's why I like the growth that I've made over the last 3 or 4 years, because now I'm in no rush to find an intimate sexual partner. I'm in rush to, you know, get married to another woman. I'm in no rush to force friendships. Michael reached out to me, and we have a lot in common. I can teach him a lot. He can teach me a ton. And so it's like when your friend would call you on the landline, you know, in like the 80s, hey, you want to come over? Yeah, let's come over and play. And I just go over there and play, and then we just rap. And so I don't even know where I was going with that. How did that spark me? Steaming. So I'm steaming. So I'm going to steam all of this and then get it real, real nice, and I'll have like a little cubby hole. And so I'm buying a lot of these little maintenance things like stain, because we're doing the beetle pine on the ceiling and the walls, but then we made these custom cabinetry, and then we're putting like a real nice thick, I think it's pine or cedar, and then we're gonna gloss it a gray that matches the vinyl, and then put a semi-gloss on it, and then we're gonna see how excited I am when I'm talking like this, because I've already learned so much. Again, I'm trying to unlearn, you know, I'm trying to unlearn things that are not useful, or maybe ill will, or more judgmental, here, and in here. And the more I can learn about stuff, the more I have space to push out the old. And so I'm getting excited about carpentry and all of this stuff. You know, my dad was a general contractor for 35 years, and he took over my grandfather's business, who was very successful. And in a lot of ways, you know, I was probably supposed to take that over. I really wasn't interested. I was a punk kid, got in and out of jail. And I remember one time I was ready, let's do it. And he wasn't ready. And my dad put all of his talents and all of his energy in our next door neighbor, Scott, and now he's like the general manager of all like contractors for like half of the United States, probably makes like $300,000 a year. So I do have this craftsman, woodwork, carpentry, electric, plumber, painting stuff in my DNA. Maybe I just now it's something new because I'm not gonna golf anymore. I don't want to golf anymore as a golf pro. Maybe just for fun. The whole editing videos and all of that stuff and social media, I don't really want to get into that much. Maybe if somebody wanted to film me and produce it, that's great. But just now I'm just doing speak of the hand and just nurturing the group. But when I start talking about this carpentry, because I'm watching Michael use glues and paints and stains and all these different tools, nail guns, sanders, all that stuff, I'm like, whoa, you can really build a lot. And a lot of that was intimidating to me. So we're going to use this thing. So say this is going over the wheel hub, and it's a stool, it's a bench. See, I'm sitting on the floor, it's a bench. So I'd be sitting basically as I'm squatting right here. And instead of having it open like this, we're going to have it open like that. So then it creates more space for so I could sit here like this, and I can have space here for ingredients, books, whatever it is, my juicer, so I can open up those two doors, be by an ocean, and be able to rap with you all right here. I can do meditation there, and you can actually sit on it, and then we have these real strength, real thin metal wires that connect to the top of the cabinet that opens like that. So there'll be one right here and then one way back here, and they would open, and then you can shut them. So just super stoked. So I'll have a lot of little stuff like this for maintenance, and a lot of stuff for like the stuff that we're doing for the cabinets. I'll have a little bit of extra glue, extra stain, stuff like that, and so I can put them in a little cubby hole, and I'll probably put that with this. So stoked with this. I've got some shop rags so I can clean up the upholstery with that. I actually am so excited about this, y'all. I'm so excited about this. See, look, there's people that maybe can hear me a little bit, but now I get to free flow and have some privacy. Yeah, I'm in my van. It doesn't have the insulation in the walls yet, so people probably can still hear me. But I am in a space right now where I just got turned down from HUD Bash because of the coronavirus. I have it, but they want to put me in an apartment. I don't want an apartment. I've got 2 more months left. I can extend for another 90 days. I want to find a house with a garage, and I want to find a house with a privacy backyard, and I'm going to take every single day, that I'm allotted to find that, so I can have something that's comfortable, so I can ninja flip into a comfortable environment like in North Dakota, continue my sobriety, continue my celibacy, and then continue to let all of my creative juices out. And at that point, I will probably look different. And so I've been wanting to do this for, 6 or 7 months, but I would just forget about it, and I didn't know if the timing was right. And so this is eyeliner. This is a black eyeliner. And I really like how eyeliner looks on men and women. I don't know if I don't know how to do eyeliner, but I think it looks super sexy on women. And I've seen a lot of men that it looks really sexy on too. I now, over the last year and a half, actually like women with no makeup. That's just how I like it. But it doesn't bother me if women do wear makeup, but you can just definitely tell a difference. But I, personally for myself, I want to start wearing eyeliner, and I was thinking about having it tattooed around my eyes, and there's a lot of different styling that you can do. So I'm going to pop my cherry with eyeliner, and I bought dollar eyeliner, and it's black and it's smudge free. So maybe I'll get some more tutorials maybe on YouTube. And I just don't want it to water, so it says smudge proof. But I want to wear eyeliner because I have some ideas for some body work. And again, when I have privacy and everything is in set, y'all, I'm going to morph my body, back to the 5% body fat, more bulk, probably put on 15 pounds of muscle. And so I'll be able to really focus on my temple, on my meat vehicle, and eyeliner is going to be a part of it. So I got some eyeliner, so stay tuned. You're going to be seeing some eyeliner on me. Got that for $1. I got a Sharpie. Now here's the thing. I bought this just in case. I don't want to use a Sharpie for speak to the hand. I really like the aesthetics of, my penmanship. Again, dyslexic, failed first grade, was never good in school, got kicked out, suspended, expelled, all that stuff. And so I really learned how to write when I was in the Navy, and you have to block letter. So I would say 95% of the time when I'm writing, it's all in capital letters. Now I can write in capital letters a lot better with a Sharpie. Now as a golf pro for 7 years and I'd have these massive tournaments and I'd do scoring, I wrote in calligraphy, right? There's something about a ballpoint pen, there's something about an ink pen that just looks just so rad on my hand. You know, I think a Sharpie would look more professional, and I don't want it to be professional, but I bought it just in case so I can try it out, because what it does is it really gets embossed. It almost has like an undulation pop to it off of the skin tone of your hand versus the ink. So it would look more professional, but it's definitely an option that I have. It'll be kind of cool if the hairspray and the nail polish remover removes this. So I got a Sharpie for $1. And I got some Fix All adhesive for one of these rubber things. Basically, I'm learning when you have, like, when you're doing a lot of projects, like, you cannot have enough glue, stain, embossing stuff, tools. And who knows? Check this out. Who knows? I might even really get into carpentry. I might even get into, like, you know, flipping vans for people, you know, just gifting that service, you know, of just maybe becoming like, you know, an AC guy or a solar ninja. You know, that's what gets me exciting, is really, you know, excited about learning new skills where I can just, you know, learn something where all of a sudden I might be considered an expert. It might just be basic to me, where then, you know, I can come across somebody and somebody might need my services and I can just gift it to them. You know, that's what I would do with like golf right now. Like golf does not interest me at all, but I was super addicted to golf. I was super aggro, no mentors, no coaching, and I became a head golf pro. And I'd go to the driving range for like 6-7 hours a day for months without even playing golf, and I got really, really good. Well, now I don't need that skill set, so I can do something else. And I might become a mechanic. What if I become like a mechanic, like doing like engines and stuff? You know, at 41 years young, I'm gonna live to 169. I really feel, you know, diet is huge, forgiving yourself is huge, harvesting that self-love is huge, but using your brain, you know, we all deal with stuff. You know, mine is depression and anxiety. And, you know, I try to keep my brain active, because what happens is say you get injured, say you break your arm and you have to recoup, your right arm is going to be atrophied. Say you pull a hamstring or, you know, anterior cruciate, or you break an ankle, that leg is going to need some time to heal, and then so it's going to be atrophied. Well, the older you get, the longer it takes to heal. So your brain, you want to use that muscle. You want to use all of that space in your muscle. And so the more that I learn and the more that I'm aware that what skills or what passions or what art that I can create, or ideas or concepts that can benefit myself, Mother Nature, and humanity, I'm going to keep those things and I'm going to throw out all the other caca. And so I'm going to do this when I'm 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 130, 140. I've already had 3 careers. Now, whatever it is that I do, I'm not doing anything for money, so it's not even a career. It's playing. So I'm just going to call them recesses. So whatever it is that I learn that could be a technique or skill, that's like recess number 1, or little playgrounds. You know what I'm saying? So I got this because you never need, what I'm finding is you can never have enough little like sticky stuff. So I got that for $1, and I think that's it. And I got a bag. Do you know how? And I got 2 bags. She doubled it. I use these bags. One thing Lana definitely taught me. She taught me a lot of things. Lana taught me how to work in a very, very tight space, y'all. You know, I never had my space. You know, a lot of ways I invaded her space. And I was there for almost 2 years. And Lana's amazing. And in her kitchen was very, very small, and so she had to utilize all of her space. And you know, she would always have these, and what she does is she grabs a bag and then she wraps it around her finger like this, and then she puts it like this and makes a ball. So then she takes her finger out and pushes it in there. Now you have a ball as a bag, and then you get one of these, and then you throw that in there, so you can have a bunch of bags like this. Now what I do with this, since I'm staying out of the kitchen, you know, with everything that's going on with that, you know, living with homeless guys and all that stuff is pretty cray-cray, with an extra side of cray-cray of being vigilant about hygiene and stuff, so I cook and prep everything in my room, and there's no kitchen anyway, so I'm just doing my room. So I have my own trash can too, so I use these bags, and I put it around my doorknob, and then a bag probably lasts me about 3 days. I had a bunch of bananas fall off the hangers yesterday when I was sleeping, and I got up and had to peel them, and then so they filled up this bag, so I threw that out. So I got some bags too, y'all. I think that's it, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. These are so therapeutic to me. If you've never seen my videos, if I talk too fast, I'm sorry. This is just a great way for me to play and just to be myself. I love technology. There's a lot of positivity about technology. There's a lot of downside about technology as well. If you have not joined my group, Ridiculously Authentic, we've got over 50,000 rockin' rad stars in there, Ninja Flip in there. Tell us a story about yourself. It could be happy, it could be sad, it could be motivational, it could be inspirational, it could be something in an issue that you're going through, and you've got 50,000 rockin' rad stars in there, totally for free. I will never sell you anything. There's no MLMs in there. There is no spam accounts in there. There's no perverts in there. If I do find out there's a pervert, I Ninja Flip them out of there very, very quick. So I think it's the best group on planet Earth, and you can go live in there. You can do exactly what I'm doing, but you can do it in a private way. So if you're having maybe an issue with a family member or a spouse and you want to rap just like this and get it off of your chest, you know, now with the social distancing, the physical distancing, humanity is getting a little bit detached. And so, you know, domestic violence is up like 4 or 5-fold. You know, mental illness is going up. A lot of people are struggling with alcohol, you know, and all sorts of abuse, like narcotic abuse, substance abuse right now. So that's why this type of stuff is really rad, especially in a private setting. This is my second account. I keep getting kicked off of Facebook. This is where I'm at. Join my group if you want to, and then also Speak to the Hand. That's where I'm going to be. I'll probably make 1 or 2 posts over there. And that is very therapeutic for me as well, because I always have so many ideas. You can see that I talk really fast. Sometimes, once I get my privacy, if I Ninja Flip this up, you know, and go live and I just wake up, or I'm just done through a meditation, or I just got finished with a walk, or I just got done, you know, in some silence, my cadence stops, you know, I can slow down. But this right here over the last 3 years, being able to voice myself, you know, I'm not any of those toxic circles anymore. You know, I'm not gambling, I'm not doing booze, I'm not sleeping with hundreds of women. You know, I'm feeling it to heal it. So I've got all of that. I'm working on getting all that pain out and all that trauma. And so this, along with the one-on-one therapy for the EMDR and the PTSD at the VA, is helping me tremendously. And so this is a little bit of privacy that I get, and this is so beneficial to me. So thank you so much for allowing me to do this. Go follow me on Speak to the Hand. And it is Sexy Saturday, so make sure you go out there and play. Be kind to yourself, and be kind to others. And as always, keep it raw, stay rad. What?